morning, children. Namaste, Vanakkam, Sasrikal, Jai Jinendra, Subhodayam. Today, we are going to learn something which is very valuable in our lives. Though the name of the poem is Ball, written by John Berryman, but still it has a lot of meaning within itself. The intellectual meaning that you will be coming to know. First, I will be reading the poem. Try to follow me. Be very quiet and listen to the poem very attentively. The Ball poem, written by John Berryman. Before I start the poem, let me tell something about John Berryman. John Ali McAlpin Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He was born on October 1914 in MC Alster, Oklahoma, in United States of America. Here, the poet says that a boy loses a ball, is quite upset. A ball doesn't cost much, nor is it difficult to buy another ball. Then why then is the boy so upset? Now let us come to know by reading the poem, The Ball. Be very attentive, my dears. I'll be giving the reading of the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking of grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime under the ball is worthless. Now, he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. And no one buys a ball back. Money is external. He's learning. Well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand up, knowing what every man must one day know and most know many days, how to stand up. I'll be giving another reading because you need to understand the poem. What is the boy now who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street, and then merrily over there it is in the water. No use to say, oh, there are other balls. An ultimate shaking grief fixes the boy as he stands rigid, trembling, staring down all his young days into the harbor where his ball went. I would not intrude on him. A dime and the ball is worthless. Now he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions. People will take balls. Balls will be lost always, little boy. No one buys a ball back. Money is external. He's learning. well behind his desperate eyes, the epistemology of loss, how to stand, knowing what every man must one day know, and most know many days, how to stand it. So I think you all have got an idea what the poem about. Here, in the ball poem, here the poet tells the theme of the poem in this way. It is that the people usually lose the things. When they lose the things, they will not be able to get them back. If they are not able to get them back, naturally they'll be feeling very bad. They grieve, they retrieve. So how they are going to feel about it? First, let me tell you the theme of the poem. Nothing can console a boy who has lost his ball. To say that he can buy another ball is meaningless for him. He comes to understand the nature of possessions, philosophy of their loss, and how to withstand it. Now, line by line explanation. Here, the first line is, what is the boy now? So, what do you understand by this sentence? It means the poet means to say that what is his position, or what is he to do, what is going to do, what is his condition, how he would take the loss of the ball. What is he to do? I saw it go merrily bouncing down the street and then merrily over. There it is in the water. Here, merrily over means the things that go have no pain like the loser. Very happily it moves on. They go skipping and hopping about joyfully. Then, so the boy was standing over there in a misery, in sorrow, in sad state, because the ball which was there in his hands, it did not have the freedom. Now once it slipped off the hands of the boy, now it is liberated. It has got its freedom from the hands of the boy. Thereby it is merrily bouncing, very happily, making some sound and going away from there. So now when they are going, the ball goes or moves like that very happily, it will not have any kind of pain or anything, as the person who has got lot of attachment to the ball will feel. So it is not bothered much about. Okay, now no use to say, oh, there are other balls. So it's a waste of telling to the boy that there are other balls. That means you will be getting it, or you might be already having it with you. It's not that. If you just say him that there are other balls, but he may not take it very happily because he has got some bond with the ball, some kind of attachment. So now he's feeling quite unhappy by the separation from the ball. He departed, got separated from the ball. Now he wants the same ball that is lost. You know the child psychology. The small children, if they lose anything, they will not be adjusted. When you give something else to them. It may be very colorful, it has got some other qualities, it may be bigger in size, but still they will be demanding the one what they have lost. It's quite natural with the small children. Here, the power of attachment that binds him with sorrow and makes him feel lost along with his ball. So the bond, I said no already, it is totally binding him with the sorrow. He's feeling quite unhappy because of losing the ball. The poet does not want to disturb him by consoling. So here, the poet did not want to go near the boy and say, okay, fine, my dear, don't worry. I'll buy, come on, take this money, go and buy another one, don't cry. But he did not go. Who was standing very close by, watching him all these things, what was happening over there. But still, he did not just intrude himself. Intrude means to just go there, interfere. Okay, he did not do that. He did not go near him and say some consoling words, make him feel soothed, comforted. No, he did not do that. For he knows, he means here who? The poet knows. It would be of no worth for the boy. If you give anything, whether it is a ball or you go and say, come on boy, don't cry. The consoling words may not have any kind of effect on the sorrow of the boy. First, he understands. The first was he senses. Did you understand the line over here? He senses means he starts understanding, or he understands he has to keep his things carefully. That is the first responsibility that he learns through the loss of the ball. People buy balls, and balls are always lost. They are just playthings, quite natural. You buy, you lose. Again you might buy, but again you lose them. They are just only things of play. The little boy who has not known about it, he did not know the truth of life, the reality of life. So what did he do? He did not understand the meaning. He learnt a lesson of keeping things carefully. That is his responsibility. But here, due to his innocence, he was not knowing about the things, that they are ordinary things, balls. He's just knowing about it, the big truth of life. So slowly, gradually, he's going to know about it. That big truth, which you cannot stop. It is inevitable. Whatever you gain, you need to sometimes lose certain things. No one can buy the lost thing back. Is it possible, my dears? If you lose something, will money buy that? No, you cannot get. Money does not have that much of power to bring back. Now, for example, we lost our childhood. Lost our childhood means, is it a thing that you lost somewhere? No. It is as you are growing, your horizon is widening, your knowledge is improving, standards of understanding are going high. Naturally, the innocency will move back. The attachments, the loving things, the care and everything will slowly move away from you. That is the loss you feel, you experience in your life. The same thing was happening with the case of the boy who lost the ball. The boy is coming to understand about the nature of loss and what is to be done. So now he did not know what is loss, and he was not that old enough to know that you have to bear it, the pain, the agony. He has to, the sorrow, he need to overcome, withstand. But he did not have that much of age to understand the philosophy of life. Money does not have that power, and he has to bear. Something comes to, he cannot buy it. What is lost is lost. And now he is such an innocent boy who is trying to know now what is the reality of life. Now, he has got, one particular line is here, the desperate eyes. So desperate. Now for example, any feeling, any emotional feeling we can see only not with the body, gestures of body, that can be seen only in the eyes of a person. Whether you are happy, there will be a shine or a glow in your eyes. When you are sad, the eyes will just close up. They won't show any kind of a shine in their eyes. And that kind of things easily can be shown through eyes. That's why the poet says that here it is desperate eyes of the boy. Then he is just knowing what every grown-up man should know one day or another. That is, all our worldly possessions are just like balls. So now he's started. It is a small lesson to him, learning to him, knowledge to him. What he is learning, that all our worldly possessions are just like balls. Mere things of play. They are nothing so important. They will be enjoyed by us for a given time and then they will be lost. So nothing can bring them back. I already told you, once you lose it, you cannot get them back. We have to learn this philosophy of loss and endure it. Now, that boy started learning how to stand up. See this line. How to stand up means, if I ask you this question immediately, I know your answer. You say that on our two legs. It's not that funny over here. It is something that really you need to understand. That how to withstand, how to endure, or put up with the feeling of loss. You have to grow along with the loss. So this is the line by line meaning of the poem. I hope you all understood what exactly it is. Now I will be giving you the central idea of the poem. The central idea of the poem is that, I'll tell you 1 second. The poet John Berryman in the ball poem describes the grief of a boy over the loss of his ball. With that loss, he senses his first responsibility in a materialistic world where those whom you love and your worldly possessions will not be with you forever. The poem shows how all through your life you will be forced to do things that you don't want to do, and you will lose or have to give up the things that you love. But despite this, you have to learn to stand up, to be strong and get on with your life, no matter how much it hurts inside, because that is the only way you will survive. In it, thus, it means the loss teaches us to learn to accept and let go and not cling on to something that you can never have or get it back. Now, I'll be telling you the meaning of epistemology. You have come, the last stanza, the word epistemology. It is nothing but the study of nature of knowledge itself. So the boy started learning. It's a Greek word. Here, the poet says that the boy has to learn that in this materialistic world, many of his belongings will be lost. He personifies the ball as his belongings, be it the worldly things or the relationships he is in possession of. So, he says that he has to learn to live without them no matter what. He says no one can buy back such things for him. The poet said so because money cannot buy everything. If it does buy you some materialistic thing, still it will not be able to buy the sense of belongingness. He says that the boy is learning how to stand up against the sense of lost things. This means that the boy is trying to learn the real truth of life, which states that you have to accept the miseries of life and stand up again. This is the truth which everyone has to learn in his or her life. The harsh truth of standing up against the odd miseries of life that everyone has to bear. So now, I hope you understood what the poem about. Now, let me go with the poetic devices that you come across in this poem. This poem consists of only one stanza and there is no rhyming scheme. Instead, the poet conveys his meaning through the rhythm, the tone, and his use of words. Our next poetic device is personification. Personification is nothing but attributing human characters to non-living things, inanimate things. Ball merrily bouncing down the street. Merry means actually happy. It is the human trait or quality given to the ball. And next one, actually this poem is throughout, it is a metaphor. Metaphor is a word or phrase, is symbolically applied. And then, ball will be lost always, will be lost, symbolizes the possession we lose, also refers to childhood we lost, never returns to us. Repetition. Repetition is a phrase or word repeated twice or more. What? What is he to do? Next poetic device is alliteration. Occurrence of the same letter or sound. Who has lost his ball? What? What is he to do? No one buys the ball back. The deep dark floor of the harbor. Next poetic device, enjambment. It is nothing but the continuation of a sentence without a pause beyond the end of the line, couplet or stanza. He senses his first responsibility. In this line you will find enjambment. Symbolism. Symbolizes the ball. That is the boy's young and innocent days. Imagery. Merrily bouncing, and he stand rigid, trembling, staring down. Next, you will be coming to know about the transferred epithet. Have you ever heard this word? Transferred epithet? I'll tell you. When emotion is attributed to a non-living thing after being displaced from a person, most often the poet, him or herself. Here, the poet uses this poetic device in 15th line when he writes the phrase, desperate eyes. It is not the eyes here sad, but the boy totally is sad, and that eyes are expressing the emotion on his face. Apostrophe is used when a poet addresses his poem to an absent audience. Here, 13th line is an apostrophe. Here the poet directly speaks to the little boy and tells him that the balls are always liable to get lost. And as I told you, metaphor is used when a covert comparison is made between two different things or ideas. Now, as I told you, there is no rhyme scheme here. Now let me ask some questions to you. Does the boy lose anything before or earlier? Yes, very good. No, I want the complete sentence. Your answer is right, but I want the complete sentence, not single statement saying no. Give me the full answer. Yes, very good. No, the boy doesn't lose or hadn't lost anything earlier. The words he senses first responsibility in a world of possessions suggests this. Next question. What makes the ball appealing? It is connected to our life and advocates the idea of harsh reality of life. What does the poet mean by first responsibility? Can anyone? Because the first appealing means I doubted whether you'll be able to answer or not. I have given the answer. Now you need to answer to this question. I'll repeat the question. What does the poet mean by first responsibility? Can anyone of you? Come on, will you give me the answer? Okay. Yes? Yeah, that's right. By first responsibility, he means to look after his belongings properly. Then, what do you mean by epistemology of loss? Is it study to learn the nature of loss? Yes, it is the study to learn the nature of loss. Very good. What is the boy learning here in this poem, The Ball? I want a little big answer. At least like how you'll be telling for 2 marks question. Please answer me in that manner. Can any one of you? Aishwarya? I want the answer from you. I'm waiting for the answer, my dear. Yes, very good. To cope up with the loss of ball. He is experiencing grief and to grow up and learning to grow up in his materialistic world. Very good answer. He learns that there are so many things in life that are lost and cannot be brought back. Good. Absolutely right. Now, any one of you, please answer me this question. What does the poet mean by words are easy? Simple answer. Please tell me. Aman? Yes, my dear. Tell me the answer. It means saying things to someone is easy, but doing on one's own is difficult. What does the poet say? balls will be lost always. Why did he say that? The poet says balls will be lost always means the things which we possess and love and have attachment. According to the poet John Berryman, these things will not remain with us forever. Someday we lose as the boy lost the balls. And now, one more important thing I would like to tell you is, there is a piece of message the poet is trying to give it to you. I'll tell you what it is. A small message. What he wants to convey to us is that what we should do in our life when we lose the things. Money is external. The first statement what he has given is money is external. It cannot buy back our love nor replace the things that we love, the things that really matter. In this poem, the boy's ball personifies his young days and happy innocence. In this world, people will take balls just as they will take our innocence and force us to grow up. So now I'll conclude the poem by saying one single line, that is, the message conveys is hope and encouragement by the poet in the poem The Ball. Thank you, my dears. I hope you all understood the poem.